One of the great things about being in the Aussie online entrepreneurs is the fact that you can ask advice about what is reasonable for samples and things like that. And if you do that, you will quickly see that samples from overseas tend to cost between 50 and 80 US dollars each. And most of that cost goes towards the air freight cost, DHL, FedEx, whatever it may be, of getting the product typically from say China into Australia. So that's the majority of that cost, 50 to 80 bucks US goes into that. Now, there is ways that you can save money on that. So if you're getting 3 samples, you can send them to what's called a sample consolidator in China, and they will either look at your samples for you. So if I go to sample checkers, for instance, here we go. Go to Shane's company. They will, not only will they let you send that's Shane right there, they will let you send your samples to them, then they can either consolidate them and ship them to you, therefore saving you a lot of money in postage costs or freight costs, or they will open them and check them for you and have a look at them and let you know if they're any good. So they can do that for you as well. I use that service all the time, saves you a shitload of money. They also do lots of other things as well, but as far as that goes, it's an absolute godsend. So hopefully, Andrew, that answers the first part of your question. Next part of your question, for packaging, well, how much to spend on packaging is a function of whatever you're selling. So very, very glib examples. Let's just go for easy examples. If you're selling something cheap and it's meant to be at the cheaper end of that particular product category's price range, so if you're trying to be one of the cheapest in that category, putting your product into expensive packaging makes 0 sense at all, and in fact can backfire on you a little bit as well. If you're paying cheap, you expect cheap packaging, you expect everything cheap, and that's kind of where your brain's at. So cheap is okay in that situation. But if you're trying to be in that same product category, one of, if not the most expensive, therefore highest quality, then your packaging should reflect that. So your packaging should be commensurate with your positioning, price positioning within that given marketplace. So how much should you pay for your packaging? Well, you should do what we all do, and you should get at least three different quotes, and then 3 different samples. And then if you are still a little bit unsure, post in our Facebook group, and we'll be able to help you with that. That's what I would do if I were in your shoes, Andrew. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.